Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. Today's video is such a special one. I know that you guys may have seen a few sundress patterns released within the last week or two. Well, this sundress is unlike any other. Stay tuned. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, so happy to have you here again. My name is Kira Island Socialist on Instagram, and my blog is islandsocialist.com. I am way too excited and I need to calm down a bit. This is going to be a huge pattern release. I just know it, I can feel it. Everybody is so hype on Instagram and Facebook already just from the little sneak peeks. This, you guys, is the new Love Notions Tempo Sundress. Like I said, this is not your ordinary sundress for so many reasons. First, let's talk about the design elements that make this sundress pattern stand out. First thing that I think you can all see right off the bat is this absolutely gorgeous V neckline. It's a soft V, and it almost gives the illusion of a sweetheart bodice. As you can see, it has fairly thick straps, and that is so that you can wear a regular bra. And for us busty girls, you know that is a really big deal. I don't have a well-fitting strapless bra, therefore I am kind of staying away from anything that requires a strapless bra. So when Tammy announced that these straps would cover your bra straps, I was over the moon, so excited, and I know you are all going to be excited about this feature as well. So it's fitted to the bust with side bust darts, and then it skims the waist and hips, so it's very loose in the waist and hips because this is a pull over dress with absolutely no closures. Easy to throw on and head out the door, especially on these warmer days. The skirt is a gathered skirt, and I did see somebody ask on one of the sneak peeks if the skirt is a rectangle. It is not a rectangle. It is a nicely shaped skirt with a gathered waist. There are inseam pockets which are anchored at the waistline, so no pockets flopping around the inside. And for this skirt, you can choose two lengths, so you can do the knee length, which is the one I did. There's also midi length, which has an additional tear added to the bottom. Now I think by now y'all know I am not really into midi styles on my frame. However, I have seen such gorgeous midi versions on the ambassadors as well as on Tessa. If you follow Love Notions, you may have already seen that gorgeous powder blue or periwinkle Swiss dot midi version on Tessa. That is absolutely so beautiful. That one is tempting me to try the midi dress version because I know Tessa is a shorty as well, and it looks really good on her frame. So I'm thinking, okay, I may try the midi dress at some point. Now the really fun details that I would say is the main standout feature of this dress is the back options. Now I have mine pinned to my mannequin because my mannequin is way too small for this dress. But you can either do shirring on the center back panel, or you can do elastic channels. I did the shirring on this one, but what I love is that the shirring is, if you have the ballad blouse, actually the shirring is kind of similar, where you have a template that you share, and then there is the pattern piece for the back panel that you cut out from that template, and that is to make sure there are no variations in size, because as we know, some machines will share with a little bit more tension and some with a little bit less tension, and we want to make sure that all of the pattern pieces are the same for each size. So I love the fact that you share is a rectangular template first, and then you cut your pattern piece. With that same template, you can stitch channels to guide elastic through as well. And I'm currently working on my second Tempo Sundress, this time with a hack, and this time around I am going to try the elastic channels, so stay tuned for my next video to see how that turns out. Now I was a tester, so this is actually pretty much my tester version, so I did have to play around with the straps a little bit just to get it to be the exact right place for my bra. However, since then I know Tammy has made adjustments to the straps, and I think I'm gonna be just fine without making any adjustments to the strap. But I highly recommend you make just the bodice first and try it on to assess the fit and the strap placement so that you can shift things around if you need to before you go ahead and add the skirt. Now the back and the front necklines are finished with facings, which I like a good simple facing. However, if you're using a really thin fabric similar to this rayon, I would recommend maybe lining the entire bodice because my facing does show through just the slightest. However, that is because my bodice is also a little bit snug for me, so I cut the large. The Tempo Sundress is offered in sizes extra small to 5X, which is Love Notion's full size range. I'm in my usual large standard bust option. There's also the full bust option as well. Because of the shirring or elastic in the back, there is a little bit of negative ease in the bodice, and this is a woven. So for me, I found that I actually need to go up like half a size. So for my next one, I actually cut a line in between the large and extra large, so that it should not be as snug as this. It should be just right. If I gauged it correctly, it should be just right. So in terms of other alterations, I shortened the skirt by 1 inch. Short people problems, y'all already know. I also did a 3/4 inch sway back adjustment. These days I find I have to make even more of a sway back adjustment on everything. I guess my body's changing. And the major change that I think just completed this entire look for me was doing a full seat adjustment on the skirt. So I did a 1 1/4 inch full seat adjustment. This is my first time ever doing a full seat adjustment on the skirt. I did mention it in my last video that I was planning to make that adjustment on skirts going forward so that I don't have the issue with the skirts hiking up in the back over my bum. I am going to insert a photo from the side so that you can see how nice and straight the hem is. And I totally guessed that 1 1/4 inches, by the way. Like, I did not measure, I just kind of guessed based on how I know my skirts usually look when they ride up. I just kind of guessed the amount and went for it, hoping for the best. Don't do like me, y'all. Measure yourself. But it worked just fine. It was a very quick and dirty full seat adjustment. It's not that nice neat one where you add dots, because I didn't want to add dots. Actually, let me show you what my pattern piece looks like. I hope you can see. I just did a slash and spread method. Here is where my 1 1/4 inches is added in, and then I just straightened the fold line. So very quick and dirty, very easy, but it worked for me. It was a quick fix until I learned the proper way to do a full seat adjustment. That being said, I don't believe in any way being right or wrong. I just believe do what works for you, make it fun, make it practical. As long as you get that end result, that is all that matters. So let's talk fabric choices for the Tempo Sundress. I think you can literally choose any woven fabric for this dress. I mean, as ambassadors and testers, I think we all use different fabrics. I saw rayon, I saw lawn, I saw linen, I saw 100% cotton. And then that gorgeous periwinkle blue one on Tessa is a Swiss dot as well. So I think possibilities are endless with this dress. It just has a different look and different drape depending on your fabric. But you want to go typically light to medium weight wovens. For my next version, I am actually using Ankara fabric because this week is Ankara Appreciation Week. Let me show you a sneak peek of my bodice. This is what my bodice looks like. So this is obviously 100% cotton, and this fabric is only 44 inches wide. This time around, Tammy did include fabric requirements for 44-inch fabric, but I don't think that the skirt can fit going up all the sizes. So just keep that in mind. And for my Ankara version, like I said, I am doing a hack. I am doing tie straps and a little mini skirt with a ruffly hem. So we'll see how that turns out. I am still working on it, and hopefully I can get photos by this evening. So back to fabric. So this is rayon, 100% rayon, very, very, very lightweight, drapey, flowy, all of the good qualities of rayon. Not gonna lie, it did give me just a little bit of stress to sew, like rayon always does. I don't really like sewing with rayon, if I'm being 100% honest. I just love the way the fabric drapes and floats, and I just knew that this print especially and this color was perfect for this sundress. I couldn't resist when I went fabric shopping. I was literally standing there like, I know I don't want to sew rayon, I know I don't want to sew rayon, but I just can't resist. This is going to be beautiful, and I'm really happy that I did choose the rayon in the end because it just looks stunning. I love the color. I'm not sure if it's coming across true to color on camera. It is a really nice deep burnt orange color, and there are paint splatters on it in navy, yellow, orange, cream, and white, and there's an even darker navy that almost looks black. Now, in terms of styling, this is another thing that I love about this sundress, is that you can dress it down or dress it up. I tried it on with 2 different pairs of sandals and my wedges as well, and it went with all 3. So this dress could be daytime with sandals or flip-flops, walking around the city in the blazing hot sun, or it can be a nice evening date as well if you throw on your wedges or a cute pair of heels. This is a really versatile pattern. I also saw some questions online about making this into a top. I think it's as easy as just chopping off the skirt wherever you want the peplum to end. I think I'm actually going to try that for my next version. And I also want to try some little flutter sleeves as well for those of you who want a little bit more coverage on the shoulder area. So don't hold me to it, but I think I'm going to make a 3rd version, which is going to be a cute little peplum top with flutter sleeves. So what I want to do now is give you a little bit of a close-up of the dress, especially the inside. I want you guys to see how the inside is finished, especially on the back with the shirring panel in between those 2 side panels with the facings. It's just very cleverly constructed and super easy to put together. I think this pattern is great for beginners or advanced beginners. And once you figure out your alterations, it'll be easy to whip up in no time. The Tempo Sundress is on a release sale this week, starting today until next Tuesday. It is on sale for $9. So if you want to grab a copy, if you feel inspired by my Tempo, I'm going to leave my affiliate link down in the description box below. And should you choose to purchase through my link, I will earn a very small commission, no extra cost to you. And that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed, give me a huge thumbs up. Also, click the subscribe button on your way out. Don't forget to click that bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And I cannot wait to see your Tempo Sundresses. Make sure you post them over in the Love Notions Facebook group. I will have a link down below so you can join the group if you haven't already. It's a very supportive group. There's lots of inspiration there as well. And also, if you share on Instagram, tag me at Island Socialist. I am out, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.